Apollo 11, this is Houston. You are go for TLI, over.
Apollo 11, thank you.
Roger out.
Now nearly 2.5 hours since launch, the crew of Apollo 11 was given the go for TLI, Trans-Lunar Injection, the maneuver that would put the 3 men on a course for the moon.
This is Apollo Control. We're 10 minutes away from ignition on Trans-Lunar Injection. We want to add 10,435 feet per second to the spacecraft's velocity. Looking for a total velocity at the end of this burn about 35,575 feet per second. And we're a minute from ignition.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Slightly less than 1 minute to ignition, and everything is go.
Roger.
2 hours and 44 minutes since launch, Command Module pilot Mike Collins radioed Houston to advise the TLI burn had commenced.
Ignition.
We confirm ignition, and the thrust is go. Apollo 11, this is Houston at 1 minute. Trajectory and guidance look good, and the stage is good, over.
Apollo 11, roger.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Around 3.5 minutes. You're still looking good. Your predicted cutoff is right on the nominal.
Roger, Apollo 11's go.
Cut off.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. We show cutoff.
We're showing velocity 35,570 feet per second, altitude 177 nautical miles.
Yeah, Houston, Apollo 11, that Saturn gave us a magnificent ride.
Roger, 11. We'll pass that on, and it certainly looks like you're well on your way now.
Even as Commander Neil Armstrong passed along thanks for the performance of the Saturn V, Command Module pilot Mike Collins busied himself preparing for transposition and docking. The maneuvers were critical, for failure of either meant the crew would not have a vehicle to land on the moon. Collins would first separate the Command Service Module from the S-IVB third stage of the Saturn V launch vehicle. Then he turned the spacecraft so that it was now facing the lunar module, safely stowed in its adapter within the S-IVB stage. Collins gently applied translation thrusters to inch the Command Service Module closer and closer to the target lunar module. As he approached, Collins was actually viewing the lunar module from the top down. From here, he could see the lunar module's drogue, into which he was flying the Command Module's probe. At nearly 3.5 hours ground elapsed time, Neil Armstrong reported to Houston that the docking was a success.
And we understand that you are docked.
Apollo 11 was traveling toward the moon at over 21,000 feet per second, nearly 6,700 nautical miles from Earth.